Ben Heather here from Kingdom MMA. I'm on the phone now with David Round. You're fighting at God to the Arena 2 on March the 7th in a 4-man tournament.
Yeah.
Talk us through the details for that night. How's it going to be? Is it going to be the first round is 2 5-minute rounds and then 3 5s for the main event, or 5 5s?
We've got 2 5s in the first fight, and I'm assuming if it's a draw after the first 2 5s, it goes to Sunday 3-minute round.
Okay.
And then the final end is a 3 5-minute round.
Brilliant. Talk us through what you know about the competition that night. You've got guys like Wendell Lewis and Tommy Gunn also in the tournament, I believe.
Yeah, I've heard of Wendell Lewis, I've heard of Adam Bruce, the other guy that I haven't heard of Tommy Gunn at all. The first I'd ever heard of him was when he was announced for this fight, so I had no idea who he is. Tommy Gunn, I know, is a thing that gangsters carry around in the 40s. So.
And you're known as one of the biggest trash talkers in the game. Give us what you know of the guys that you do know about. What have you heard, or what are your thoughts on each of these guys?
Adam Bush and Wendell Lewis are names that I have heard of, so I've got a bit of respect for them because the guys that have they fought on the big fields like Bama, I think on Cage Warriors before. They both fought Rocky Edwards.
Yeah.
So the guys have established themselves with MMA, but like I said, the guy Tommy Gunn, I'm going to feel really.
This isn't going to be the.
I think numbers, to be honest, and your local boy can sell tickets and they can make some money off it.
Okay, and this will not be the first time that you've been part of a tournament. Do you relish the challenge of one-night tournaments, or do you?
This will be my 4th tournament coming up, and it's kind of sad in it, but the first lot of MMA was all tournaments in one night.
Yeah.
And I think it brings back that bit of the old school stuff of the 3 fights in one night or 2 fights in one night on this occasion. Yeah.
And do you know who you're going to be fighting in the first fight, or is there going to be a draw at the weigh-ins, or?
They're doing, from what I've been told, the draw will be at the weigh-ins.
Yep.
They'll draw one name, he'll weigh in, they'll draw the other name, he'll weigh in, and then just square off.
Yeah.
And obviously being for the last 2 match together.
And I take it the first fights will be early on in the prelims, and then the final.
I just thought they'd be about the 3rd and 4th fight of the night. You'd have them 2, and then the main event will be the final.
Yeah. On top of training for that, you're also fighting Matt Inman at FCC 12. How excited are you for that fight?
That's a fight that was going to happen. I think 2 years ago now, I had a quick message off Ian Dean on Twitter. I think his opponent had pulled out when I stepped in, and I'd just come back from the heavyweight tournament in Denmark, so I was a bit beaten up. So I couldn't do it, but that's a big fight I'm excited about.
What made you decide to take both of these fights within the space of 3 weeks? You could potentially be fighting 3 times in 3 weeks.
I will be fighting 3 times. Potentially, I will be. Let's get that straight. So I am. I mean, I'll take fight a week after the next one if it's offered to me, and the one fight goes the same, I'll fight the week after.
And how are you finding preparing for these fights, knowing you've got 2 fights on one night and then the other one a few weeks later?
The tournament, I'm not. I've prepared for them before, so I know what I'm doing with that. I'm just training now how I need to train because I don't know who I'm going to fight. The Matt Inman fight is a bit different. There's a couple of things I'm bringing into training, a couple of people that have come in and replicating his style for me over the last couple of weeks, but I'm not thinking of Matt Inman too much because I've got this tournament first.
Have you changed anything from the normal routine, knowing that you're going to be fighting in quick succession? Have you maybe lowered down the intensity of what you would be training so you can make it to both fights?
I'm actually sparring a lot more than I have done the last couple of years, actually. I'm sparring probably at least 4 times a week, maybe more. The only thing I've done differently from the tournament is I've
you say, you're going to be fighting twice on that first night, so you're kind of focusing on yourself. And you've done it 3 times previously. Is there anything that you're doing this time that you didn't do for those 3 that you've learnt from mistakes and you're picking up on?
Yeah, well, last time it was a heavyweight, so I was kind of eating a lot of Burger King and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Doing that because it's a welterweight. No, just actually the thing. Same way I prepared for the other ones. Sparring first off in training, then training like in this cardio, and then going back to sparring like it'll be on the night.
Okay.
Basically, so that's what I'm bringing into it now the last 2 weeks.
Yep. And now looking ahead to the fight in a few weeks' time with Matt Inman. Matt Inman's 5 weeks' time. Yeah. He's one of the best welterweights in the country. Has been for a number of years, and it seems a lot of people are looking past you in this fight. Does that spur you on and make you want to prove a lot of people wrong?
No, I love being the underdog, and he's a big name, but I think a lot of people from Spain, which is where the show is, are putting the fight past me, but it'd be nice to go up there and knock him on his arse and then probably knock him out in the second round and quieten the whole crowd down. I did it against League up in Blackpool and then told the others, hometown boys, my little shouting, this is easy, and Manchester, and I went and knocked him off.
That's it, and you can see on your record you've fought some of the top names. You've fought guys like Brad Scott and the Fletchers. So it's not as if it's a bigger name than the guys that you have already fought. So.
No, it doesn't matter. A name's a name to me. It's nice to have a name on the record. It would be nice to knock out Adam Bousef and Wendell Lewis or Tommy Gunn.
Yeah.
Which is Bousef and Wendell Lewis are names as well to have on the record.
That's it.
And putting that in and out as well would be a nice name to have on there.
And if the fight with Inman goes to the ground, do you feel you can comfortably defend BJJ from his the brown belt, which I believe Matt Inman is?
The BJJ guys I'm training at Newport are, purple and browns.
Yeah.
So I'm comfortable on the ground. I think, to be honest, he's not going to want to stand with me. After I've clipped him a few times, he's going to try and shoot in.
Yeah.
And work the ground because he tends away from the guy. The guy's ground is good. But I'm bringing in Lou Long in the next after the tournament.
He's only recently beaten him, yeah. Yeah, he beat him.
So who better to bring into your camp than somebody who just choked out Matt Inman.
And he did it quickly as well, didn't he, Lou did?
And he did it quickly,
Yeah, well, that's a great guy to help you train for that fight.
Yeah, me and Lou go back a long way with the friends, and he told me last week and said after the tournament we need to get up here and have the last 3 weeks with him, basically.
Yeah.
So
and we've seen you fight. Part of your career as at 155. We've also seen you go up to heavyweight for some of these tournaments. What would you say was your natural weight class?
My natural weight class is a welterweight. I can diet and not cut so much for it, and I feel better training. 2 weeks or a week before meeting up until the Wednesday.
Yeah.
And at lightweight, I wasn't 2 weeks out. I was just drinking protein shakes and eating chicken and broccoli.
Yeah.
But I'm more comfortable. I'm training better at welterweight.
It's a similar situation to Lou as well, then, because he did the same, wasn't he? He was.
Yeah, Lou, me and Lou were the same stamp, same height, and same build. And to get down to 155 with no fat on either, it's hard work. If you haven't got any fat to cut, then it's very hard to cut.
Yeah. On top of all these fights that you've got already planned, a little birdie tells me that you might like to fight on the KSW 32 event in London later this year.
Oh yes, I would like to fight on that. I think everyone would like to fight on that, wouldn't they, in the UK?
That's it. I think it's going to be one of the if it happens, well, I'll be a bit.
Yeah, if it happens.
Yeah, but if it does happen, I think it's going to be one of the biggest UK shows this year.
Yeah, for a long time, I think.
Yeah.
Especially with I think Kate this year, aren't they?
It seems like they are for the minute. I'm not too sure what's going to happen after that, but
No, you know, Bama have started their first show last night, and they've got a few lined up this year.
yep.
So, but yeah, KSW, apart from the UFC coming to the UK, of course, so KSW will be probably the biggest one we have this year.
Yep. And finally, if you got any messages that you'd like to offer out to your opponents or fans?
No, just don't be scared now. No, sponsorships, BJY Nutrition, Impact LTA, Granical Limited.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
And good luck in all of the bouts, and hopefully we'll be talking with you in a few weeks, having won 3 fights in 3 weeks.
Yeah, speak to you in April about it.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very
All
much.
the best.
Bye.
Bye.